Hi, welcome back to KiteCraft's Random Build. In part 3, we are going to finish this tripod. So what is this random build? Well, yesterday I had this idea that I needed a tripod to mount my tablet on so I could get some vertical video. I want this thing to sit flat with the camera facing straight down or this way so that I can get video of this mat or whatever else I'm working on. This is to help me try and build this new YouTube channel thing. And so I realized, hey, let's build this. I have an idea, and let's go ahead and build it. And that's what a random build is when you pretty much drop everything else you're doing and then just go spend a few hours and try and finish that project. So in part A, I went ahead and I designed this puck, which acts as the center of the tripod with the legs coming in here, and then the arm comes out here. And we designed the leg. This is just on the back to help make sure it doesn't tip over. I could put a weight on there. I did get a weight. This is my big steel angle iron. I love that weight. It's been with me forever. Interesting. And then in part B, we designed. It was this one, right? This is a GoPro mount that I'm going to put on the stick. Look at that, it even fits. And then the actual mount that the tablet will go into, this thing fits into here, and I can change the angle of it. So in part B, I also modified that mount that you can download from Thingiverse, and I made this longer just to make it fit. After the stream was finished, I went ahead and made a second one of these GoPro mounts so I can mount the same thing but sideways on the post if I need to. And then on the bottom is a set screw. So the first thing I need to do is actually just run a screw into that set screw, or into that hole, and get it to bite down. So I need a wrench. Which one? That one. Now let's tighten this up. So, the crappy camera that you're watching me on, hello, yeah, it is an old webcam. It's all I have available. These other cameras that I'm setting up at the tablets, while they're a much better picture, the only good sound I can get is off of this webcam. I mean, as horrible as it is, it's still not horrible sound. Oh, it's not bad sound. And so I have to use this one to get sound. And when I run the video off of these other cameras, as you'll see later, there's a slight lagginess to them. And that can throw things off. So I have to use everything off of this camera. And it is crap. Now I do have a Patreon account. Oops, I screwed up on that one. Oh well. Not a big deal. I'll just use a different bolt. I do have a Patreon account, kitecraft.com, patreon.com, kitecraft. So if you want to throw me a couple of bucks, go ahead. It's going to help me out. The first thing I'll do, the first $25, is get a Visual Micro license so that I can finish doing some ESP32 coding. Visual Micro is how you can do Arduino programming in Visual Studio. But they changed the licensing model, and now you actually have to pay for a license. They used to have a free model that was sort of hobbled, and that was fine, but they got rid of that and did some bad things. And then the next, so that'll be the first $25 I can raise. The next $100 I can raise, I'll buy myself a nice video camera, or a web camera, that I can use to stream properly with it. I won't look so horrible anymore, and that will be good, and the rest of my streams will be awesome. And also, if I raise enough money, I'll of course pay my rent, and I won't be homeless. So that'd be awesome. Okay, so I've cut my screw, and I screwed up in the other one. I wasn't really paying attention, and I made the hole too big. I made my set screw hole too big. That's what happens when you rush, though. Okay, so done with my screws for now. We'll hang that back up. You can't quite see what I'm doing, but I've got my wrenches hanging off of the side of my cabinet here. Here's some stubbies. Alright, now, what do we need to do? Let's just see if this all actually works. Take my sticks. Okay, that's this one here. Okay, that went in fine. This is a bolt for the GoPro. Now let's see. I want my tablet screen up and supported underneath, so I want it to go on that way. Put this in here. Front, go in. I forgot I just printed this and I haven't actually filed it yet. So what I want to do is grab a round file, grab my garbage can, and then just file around the inside of those. That's the wrong one. Where is it? Where have all my files gone? Just gonna file that out. Good enough. Perfect. Yeah, good enough. Okay. We're done with the file. We can put our tools back away. Put this in here. Get the holes lined up. Get our nut in there. Perfect. Whoops. What have I done wrong? Why did I just crack that? What did I do wrong? Oh well, that's weird. Good thing I have a second one. Take my tablet, take this arm. Yeah, good. Now, I don't have any elastic bands, but I do have this. This is a bungee cord held together with a button because I use this for other things. Get my tablet. There we go. Pop that in there. Perfect. Now, why isn't that actually waiting? There we go. Perfect. Good. Now, I have my puck with the legs in it. And then this goes in here. And then this would go into there. Get the legs spread out the way they're supposed to be. Have that balanced up there. And then I can actually just, if I'm lucky, the weight on here should be enough to counterbalance it, or it should just be enough to hold it there. There. So that should work well. So let's go, all I gotta do is just glue all this stuff together. Not a big deal. So I got my wax paper here. Okay, that one is the upright. This one is the center, and those are the other two. We got a little bit of wax paper here. Whenever I'm gluing with CA glue, I like to generally have a bit of wax paper down. That way it just keeps things clean for me. Hopefully that's all right. Okay. CA glue. Bit of paper towel. I got my sticks. I'm going to do this one first. Gets a little bit of gunk around the end of the CA glue every now and then if you haven't used it quite regularly. So I'm just going to take that off. Okay. Now I want to put that in there, hold it, and hold it back just for a minute. Okay. Not a problem. Alright. Just getting an idea of how much I'm going to have to put glue. So whenever I'm gluing anything with PLA filament that I've 3D printed, medium CA glue works really well. Also, it's a bit of a gap filler, so I'm okay here. Now, there's a lot of glue there. That's fine. I'm okay with that. This is a CA accelerant. It's useful. Just when you want to make sure that everything's done, just give it a bit of a spritz, and any exposed CA that touches will just instantly bond, and you'll be done. Okay, good. Now let's do this one. You know what? I'm going to make a bit of a change here. I'm going to take a clamp and just clamp this to my table just to make it a little bit easier to work with. Come on now. There. Now I can work hands-free. That was smart. Gonna put some glue on the second leg. Put that in there. I think I missed with my spray. Yeah. Okay. So just give that another second. And then we'll put the third leg in. You notice I haven't bothered to even do anything with this wood. This is what I really love about being just a home builder with a 3D printer. I can just make stuff as I need it. I don't really care what it looks like. It just needs to be functional. And off you go. You know, you don't have to mess around or anything like that. It's wonderful having your own 3D printer and having your own tools and just being a builder, being a maker. It's so much fun. A little bit of a spritz of the accelerant. That stuff stinks. Okay, so there's my tripod legs. Just give them a second to make sure that everything's bonding well, even with the accelerant. You still want to give it a moment. Give it a skin test. Okay, good. If your fingers aren't sticking to it, you know it's dry. The thing about CA glue, if you're not familiar with CA glue will bond to pretty much anything. It dries very quickly. It sticks very well to most everything. But what it loves most out of the entire world is human skin. Trust me. It will bond to your fingers. Even if your fingers aren't anywhere near it, by the time you're done a gluing session with CA glue, your fingers are going to be glued together. Alright, so that's on there. Now let's do the base over here. Yeah, that'll be perfect. I got my glue, got my debonder. Well, let's just put the glue inside here. You know, I really don't think it matters that much. You know, you got people and instructions telling you to always apply glue to one side or the other. You know, for the most part, I really don't think it matters a great deal. And like I said, because medium CA is a bit of a gap filler, I'm just going to fill it in around the top because, like I said, I made those holes a little bit bigger than I normally would have, so I'm just going to use that glue to fill in the gap there. Close it off. Hit it with a spritz. Perfect. Okay, whew, that stuff stinks. Last bit. I just want to make sure I've got the right stick there. Should be the longest of the remainder. Yeah, that one right there. Yep. I rushed it, didn't I? I did. See? Don't rush it. Don't rush it, KiteCraft. CA or medium takes a little longer than thin to dry, of course, so don't rush what you're doing. No need to rush. Okay, so I need a bigger screw for this one because I screwed up. Let's see what's in here. See if I have something that's gonna work. Nope, don't look like that one is the right deal. This is the same size. Yeah. Nope. Nope, nothing there. Looks like I really did actually screw up, and I don't have a rather large. Yep. I did screw up, and I am in fact going to have to print that correctly. See, I generally don't have large bolts and stuff. Everything I work on is generally, when it requires nuts and bolts, is generally quite small. So, oh well, not a big deal. Are you dry yet, you bitch? Just leave that there. Okay. Take this, that goes right in there. Perfect. More glue, always gotta love lots of glue. I'm just gonna put this in here. Good. Just let that dry now. And that's my tripod. And that's really it. That's all it took. We're basically done. Just gotta let that glue dry. Just help it along a bit if I can. Oh. Nice. Okay, well there we go. I should sit down so that all right, well there we go. That's basically it. Just gotta wait for that to dry. So don't forget, join me at 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, where I'll be actually using this for the first time when I play Myst. I'll be live streaming Myst, traditional gameplay or gameplay of a traditional influential game. Myst is awesome. Even if you haven't heard of Myst or you're unfamiliar with Myst, it's M-Y-S-T. Go ahead and Google it, check it out on YouTube, see what you're in for. It is a fantastic game. The voice of the father there, I can't remember his name, starts with an A. It's been haunting me for 20 some years. Scary to think about that, but yeah, 25 years almost. It is such a good voice, and it's such a good game to play. It's a puzzle game. It's an adventure game, and you don't really have any instructions. But I'll talk more about it. The gaming starts at about 6 o'clock. That's just over an hour. Yeah, about an hour from now. So I'm just going to wrap up here once everything's actually dry. Stick this on the end. Take the tablet, like that, so the camera is there, get it inside, perfect. Now, just going to angle it up. Now you notice I actually put it on a different way this time, that's alright. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. I hope you can see it. I don't even know that you can. First time live streaming. What do I know what's going on? So there we go. Look at that. It actually worked. Let's turn it on. And I'm just going to hook this up to my stream and see. Come on. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Okay, hang on. Just don't go anywhere. I'm just going to put this on and see if this actually works. Hey, look at that. I think it does. Let me just check. Yes. Well, how's that? So if I'm working away, now, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be really, really awesome. All right, this is perfect. So now, this is going to be a new way to watch what I'm doing. I'm going to be using this when I'm playing the game later. See how it's not the best of streams, but it's the best I can do. Sorry. Let's see. Let's see if I can actually fix that and make that a little better. I don't know that I can. Sorry, I'm doing this for you to try and get as best of the crappy streaming that I can do. I'm not very good at this, so. There. So this is what all the fuss was about. Okay, it's not horrible, but it's not the best. Anyways, there we go. So if I'm working away, you guys will be able to actually see what it is I'm working on now. And I'll be able to use this for where's my camera? There it is. Yeah. I'll be able to use this for playing Myst later when I'm actually taking a lot of notes. So that's my tripod. I really hope you guys enjoyed the build. Probably not. But nonetheless, it's actually very functional for me, and I think it's going to work well. It's all I needed to do to accomplish my task. So, thanks for joining me on this random build. We'll probably be doing more of these in the future. I'll get better at this, I swear. But join me on Patreon, you know, kick me a few bucks, that'll help. Make a donation. I'll do whatever I can. You notice I don't have any screen overlays or anything, so I'm very new to this. But this was KiteCraft's random build for a tripod. Patreon.com, like I said, I'll buy a license for Visual Micro, then I'll buy a decent enough video camera or web camera so you get better streams from me, and then I'll pay my rent and I'll be able to keep streaming. Okay, well thank you again, and again guys, I will see you in about an hour for Myst. It's going to be awesome.